All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Giftscast episode 6.
Your quarterly
Return
podcast.
To the Geeks. Yeah, it takes so long. Garnet, of course, isn't here with us because Michael and I are recording this from our separate homes. Me in Toronto, and Michael, where are you at?
I'm in Victoria. Sunny Victoria. Palm Tree
Yes.
capital of Canada. Living the dream.
Awesome.
Living the
But
dream.
I'm pretty sure I can impersonate Garnet pretty well. I'll just talk about Wes Anderson movies and film photography, and we'll be good.
If we talk about video games, then we don't have to worry about them at all.
He doesn't play video games.
Exactly, except for Star Wars.
Yeah, except for the MMO, the Old Republic?
Yeah, which is now free to play.
Yeah.
So, but he's playing it all the time.
Oh, I gotta play it. I
got some Jedi on there. It's great. I've been testing it out.
I'm actually very excited. Have you heard the news about the new Star Wars movies?
The J.J. Abrams is going to be directing them?
It could be good. It could be good.
I'm skeptical. Although after seeing the most recent Star Trek movie, I have thoughts.
Carrie Fisher and Harrison Ford, they've all three of them have said that if there's another Star Wars movies, they are so down. And the business plan that I have heard so far is that summer 2015, there's going to be Star Wars Episode 7, which,
2015,
okay.
That's short.
Close, yeah.
Oh.
And then the year after that, they're going to do an episode focusing on Han Solo and Boba Fett, which honestly, I would love to see. I know Boba Fett is sort of like an...
I love Boba Fett. I love Boba Fett.
He's such a minor character, but he gets so much love from the community. I love Boba Fett. He's not my favorite character. That's reserved by like the Stormtroopers and Darth Vader, but he's up there, man. He is a great character.
We all saw Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, right? We know Harrison Ford can't act anymore. It's going to be atrocious. It's going to be awful.
Here's what's going to happen.
Unless they cast...
they're going to hire someone to play a young Han Solo, or they're going to like Photoshop young Han Solo's face onto it.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt. He can do Bruce Willis. He can do anyone. In that one movie.
Yeah, if you can do
anything.
If you can do Bruce Willis, you can do anyone.
Exactly.
Just get a good makeup department, like with Looper. What did you... I think we've discussed Looper, have we?
No, I haven't seen it. We clearly haven't.
You haven't seen it? Don't watch it.
The last time we talked, the last Giftscast. We talk all the time.
Yes.
Last Giftscast was what? A year? No, well, not a year.
No.
6 months.
Yeah.
About 6 months. Because
I want to do more.
It was pre-Hobbit. I know.
Yes,
because
I want to do
one
more.
of our conversations.
Hobbit. All right, here we go. We're gonna talk Lord of the Rings.
Hobbit cast, guys.
All right.
Hobbit cast.
I know this is a little delayed for our audience, but what did you think of the Hobbit out of?
Do you want me to start?
Out of 10 rings.
Do you want me to start? Oh shit.
Do you want me to start?
Yeah, you start. You go first.
Okay. You know what? Honestly, I've been watching the Lord of the Rings movies since I was little. I watched the movies before I read the books. I love the books. I love the movies. I have yet to read the Silmarillion. I need to read the Silmarillion.
I have it, but I'm halfway through it. I'm working my way. It's a work.
Yeah, I heard it's an impossible, like it's a really tough read.
It's hard.
I really love The Fellowship of the Ring. That's one of my favorite movies ever of all time.
Really, I like the second one more.
That's okay. That's your opinion.
Towers. There's two towers. It's
I think they're all great movies. All right. The Hobbit was kind of drawing me back to The Fellowship. It was like the origin story. It was the beginning of it all.
What does that mean?
I really love the visual effects. Visual effects in that movie are insane.
What does that mean?
Like, just the makeup, the computer animation.
I mean, you have this tone in your voice. You're like, there's some great things about this movie, but I hate it.
Yes.
That's what it sounds like you're saying.
It was too long! Okay?
Not only was it
way too long! Ridiculously long!
The emotions I came out of that film with were the same I came out of Attack of the Clones with. It wasn't...
Okay, well, let me give it a score. Let me start with a score.
Okay, you go score.
I am going to give The Hobbit a solid 8.5 out of 10.
Oh, you're so nice. You're too nice.
Great movie. I really liked it. It was a bit long for my tastes, but honestly, I can sit home now and watch it on Blu-ray and like watch the first half of it, then go make some food, eat some food, come back, finish it. That's perfect. That's good enough for me. there weren't any real letdowns to the movie for me. The funny part for me was I went to see it for the premiere. I'm a pretty diehard Lord of the Rings fan, and I had to see it at the Toronto premiere. So I went to the Toronto premiere, and I had been sick for 2 weeks, and I was still sick. I was hacking up a lung the entire movie, and I got home at
2 in the morning.
5 a.m.?
5 a.m. Oh.
5 a.m. without any sleep and promptly passed out for a good day. I think I was asleep for like a good 24 hours.
I get that. That makes sense to me.
Yeah. But that was ridiculous. Cheers to the people who went with me to that. That was a great night. All right.
Okay. So my analogy. It's Phantom Menace. People came out of that. They were livid, right? They were angry.
It wasn't great,
right? They were disappointed. But when they went to see Attack of the Clones,
it was a different kind of movie. Here's what I've realized about Star Wars.
I'm telling you a story.
You're going. All right.
It's my time.
Oh wait.
And when you watch Attack of the Clones, you kind of know it's not going to be good because you've already seen The Phantom Menace, and you're like, you come at it and you're like, it was a movie. And that's how I felt about The Hobbit. I was like,
it had video and it had audio.
Yeah, it had video, it had audio. There were characters, and they progressed. It was a movie. And that's kind of how I felt coming out of The Hobbit. It was the meh film, because every moment in the Lord of the Rings films to me felt important.
Yes.
But every moment in The Hobbit felt just
seemed irrelevant.
It's all irrelevant. The only scene that I thought was mildly important was the one where they were on the Eagles. Not even when they were gonna get on them. On the Eagles was the only important scene because they traveled more on those Eagles in that 2 minutes than they did in that entire movie.
Oh yeah, spoiler! If you haven't seen The Hobbit, there's Eagles.
Yeah, right, I'm trying to avoid spoilers. I'm not gonna talk about. Well, it's been 6 months.
No, we're gonna talk about spoilers. Everybody's seen it at this point.
Okay,
I'm pretty sure that movie is like the 4th greatest grossing movie of all time. We can talk about it. People have seen it.
The main villain, the White Orc.
Which one was the main
villain?
The
White Orc in this movie. It was the White Orc.
Okay. Yes. Was he in the Silmarillion, or was he a work of fiction? Was he completely created by Jackson?
He's like, hey, he exists. He exists. And I can't remember if it was referenced directly that he was during the events of The Hobbit, or just in general.
I would say in general, because I feel like Tolkien would have brought it up in The Hobbit. Tolkien is enough of a nitpicker that he would have brought it up in The Hobbit.
Yeah, I don't
just
recall.
just a mention, just a mention would be nice. Yeah, the movie doesn't exactly follow the events of the book. I'm okay with
I'm fine with that
though, because I don't want Peter Jackson to do a Silmarillion movie.
Yeah, it would be weird. It wouldn't make a good movie.
Hard.
It wouldn't be a good movie.
It'd be hard. Yeah.
But what I thought was, it didn't. The interesting thing about Golem is that he's such a weird looking creature that he could only be done in CGI.
Yes.
I don't know why.
There's no way you could get an actor to do that. No.
Why did they make the White Orc CGI? They did what's his face in the previous movie, the one with the bow, Lurtz. They did Lurtz.
Lurtz, yeah, the guy who kills Boromir.
Lurtz is terrifying. Every moment when he's walking up over the hill with his bow.
Oh yeah,
I'm terrified. I'm terrified.
Honestly,
I was not terrified at all of this White Orc. He looked fake.
When I was watching The Hobbit, I wasn't watching it like I watched all the Lord of the Rings movies, and bear with me.
I'm with you.
I was watching The Hobbit like it was an animated movie, because the only version of The Hobbit that I've seen before is this old animated Disney. It's not a Disney cartoon, but it's like a Disney cartoon of The Hobbit.
What you're talking about.
Yeah, good. That's the only one I've seen. So that's what I was comparing it to.
I suppose.
And I was like, wow, the animation in this is great. I didn't look at it like it was a real movie. I looked at it as a CGI movie, and I was like, wow, this is great. And honestly, maybe 60% of that movie is CGI?
Oh, let's go 80. I'm pretty sure some of those hairs on those dwarfs' faces were
fake. You
fake.
said it, not me.
Gandalf doesn't look that young.
So
could be.
I didn't watch it as a real movie. I watched it as a CGI movie.
Suppose.
So I was fine with the orc. I would have loved for it to be like the special effects more like in the original Lord of the Rings movies, but I really believe that Peter Jackson is going for a total suspension of disbelief in his work.
I don't like it.
And the art department just wasn't 100% on that. I think like if the White Orc had been a little more gnarly, a little more gritty, a little like a little dirtier.
Please. A dude in a suit.
Like,
that's all I ask. Get a dude with one arm if you have to.
With more armor.
Yeah, why was he shirtless?
Wear no armor. He was just like, my biceps are my armor, thank you.
He felt like a female character in any RPG I've ever played. Except that one girl in Dragon Age 2.
There's the rule of boobs in any RPG where if a character has boobs, their armor has to expose as much of it as possible. Like, the armor can do whatever. It's just got to be tight to the body and reveal the boobs. That's the job that you have to complete.
I wonder what the demographics of female audiences watching The Hobbit were now. I wonder if that was like a drawing for them.
Huh.
Shirtless dudes.
There
like Vigo. Vigo was the one for Lord of the Rings. They were like, oh, Vigo, and Orlando Bloom.
Interesting thing about Viggo Mortensen, actually.
He rides horses, I know that.
Viggo Mortensen has gone on call and said, no.
Yeah, because
I will not do a Hobbit movie because Aragorn was not in The Hobbit.
Exactly.
And you know what? I love him for
that.
He is so true to the character and so true to the books that he can't do it. I think that's great.
Yeah, I enjoy that he said that. It wasn't like a nerdy thing, because I don't get nerdy about, like, I'm not, like, it's not Star Wars for me. Lord of the Rings isn't Star Wars for me, where I'm like, oh my god!
Yeah. I'm the oh my god guy for Lord of the Rings.
So it wasn't like an oh my god moment, but it was like, I can respect him for that. That is something I can respect.
Yeah, totally. No, I think it's an intelligent move.
So,
for sure.
So The Hobbit for me, number-wise, 6.5.
Thank you. Please.
6.5.
All right, that's not. You know what? You could have said worse.
I could have said worse. I was thinking 6 in my head.
6.5 is watchable.
Yes, it is. It's no Phantom Menace. 10 out of 10. 6 out of 6, please. Yeah, it was like I said, and you said it was too long, and I feel that Peter Jackson, instead of doing the Lord of the Rings style where he did regular editions, extended editions, he's just doing extended editions right after that.
Yeah, totally.
And you know what? I don't think it works as well.
You know what? I was surprised that Faramir didn't show up halfway through The Hobbit.
I'm surprised Boromir didn't show up.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, just because I think that the extended editions rewarded you for watching it originally. Yeah. And I don't feel that way for The Hobbit. I don't feel rewarded for watching 3 hours of
the whole thing.
The friggin' not Samwise. I'm trying to think of the actor's name, but I went to Samwise.
Martin Freeman.
Thank you. Just watching Bilbo jerk around.
Bilbo.
Also, Watson in Sherlock, BBC Sherlock.
Yes. Have you watched that show?
Aggressively.
I have not.
It's good. You should definitely watch it.
Yeah.
It's nothing.
Okay, thank you. I will check it out.
I'm
not. All right. I'm getting started on this right now. I don't like Benedict Cumberbatch.
Do you not like Benedict Cumberbatch?
Okay. Here's my problem. Benedict Cumberbatch's voice does not match his face at all.
Yeah, it kind of does.
He has this, like, velvety voice that's, like, pure sex.
Yeah.
And he looks like a ferret to me. Like, he doesn't
What's wrong with ferrets?
He doesn't look like his voice. Like, I hear his voice, and I'm like, okay, that's like an American Arnold Schwarzenegger. That's like Sylvester Stallone without the broken jaw. That's like if Ryan Gosling were about 150 times more masculine.
That's frightening. Yeah, no, I like him. I think...
Because I'm sorry, Ryan Gosling is pretty feminine.
He is very feminine.
He's a great actor. He's awesome, and I love him, but he is quite feminine.
Lars and the Real Girl. I watched him in that, I think. He's in that movie.
That's a good one. The one that made me cry was Blue Valentine.
I haven't seen it. That made you cry.
That movie will destroy... That movie will destroy your emotions. The first time I watched it with this girl I was going out with, and I didn't know it was going to be so depressing, so we're watching it, and we're just, like, bawling our eyes out. Yeah. No. I don't think Martin Freeman was perfectly cast as Bilbo, but I can't think of someone who would be better at it than him.
Yeah, it's like one of those things. I
Yeah.
couldn't think of anyone better for the role.
Ian McKellen is perfect for Gandalf.
Yeah.
Viggo Mortensen is perfect for Aragorn.
The guy who played Gimli.
John Rhys Davies, the guy who played Gimli, was perfect for Gimli. So it doesn't match up for me.
The only person
I don't think the guy who played Bilbo in the original movies, I don't think he was perfectly cast.
I liked him.
Say?
But that's just, I think it's more like Stockholm Syndrome than it is anything else. The only person who didn't make any sense, Mr. Anderson, Agent Smith.
Hugo Weaving, who played Elrond.
He's not looking an elf to me. He just looks like an angry dude.
Well,
right. He is half elf.
But I think Elrond is a half elf.
Half elf warrior.
There you go.
With a +2 to charisma and +2 to constitution. Oh, a nerd joke.
D&D. Man, I played the greatest game of D&D a little while ago. My friend Ben, who goes to the University of Guelph, came back from Guelph to Toronto to hang out with me and chill out for a little while before he went to work at a summer camp. And so he and my friend Gabe played Dungeons and Dragons, and Gabe was the dungeon master. And so about halfway through our adventure, we find corgi-sized dragons. Not dragon-sized corgis, corgi-sized dragons.
That's phenomenal. I want to be part of this.
So me, I'm like, I'm playing a human female ranger, and I'm like, I want to make like a shirt or a hat out of one.
Whoa!
So
you're
like
the worst female ranger ever. Not only are rangers supposed to be like nature people, you're playing a female. I don't. I've always had issue in video games with not in video games. I mean in role playing games, with doing the cross gender thing.
Video games sometimes.
Generally, I feel no connection to my character unless it's
Here's
an RPG.
how it started for me. Here's how me playing female characters started. In Halo Reach, if you play a female, your hitbox is significantly smaller.
You freak.
So I was like, well, I don't want to get shot, so I'll play as a female.
You're a monster.
And then I started doing it in other games. Like right now, I'm playing through the Mass Effect games, which, by the way, are brilliant. If anyone in the audience has never played Mass Effect, play it now. Play the whole trilogy.
Play the first one.
Brilliant.
And only do Mako missions.
Oh.
Because that thing controls, like, you think it's going to control, like, a rock, and it controls like a balloon. It's amazing. Like, when you hit someone with the Mako, it's not like you're hitting them with, like, a thing that would weigh that much. You're, like, hitting them with a balloon. They're just like, whoa!
No, you're just bouncing into them.
Amazing. Especially with your booster jets.
Yeah, the Mako was my least favorite part of the game. Like, it was a terrible gameplay mechanic, but it was so much fun. And honestly, now playing Mass Effect 2, I kind of miss the Mako.
There was some charm about it.
They replace the Mako with this sort of hover vehicle, which, the Hammerhead, which I didn't discover until late in the game, but oh my god, is that thing fun.
I don't like how...
But yeah, now I'm playing through Mass Effect as a female shepherd, which is fun. Apparently in Mass Effect 3, you get to have some funky scenes with another lady in that game.
You're going lesbian too? Wow. You are so bad. You're the worst.
The audience can't see it, but I'm smiling.
You're giddy, like a 12-year-old kid.
Okay, honestly, no. I'm not going for the romance options. I think that Shepard would be too concerned about the safety of the universe.
And the one time I played through the female character, I romanced Caden.
Yeah.
Caden is the best. He
is very endearing.
There's something about it. There's a charm to him. And this is a story time. I played through the first Mass Effect game, like when it came out, and I was like, oh, it's just like That's the Old Republic. I'm loving this game. Oh my goodness. And I was playing a male shepherd. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to romance Ashley. Ashley's going to romance...
Racist.
Because, she's half black. I mean, full black. The voice actor is...
Wait. Ash?
Yeah, Ash is... First off,
she's
voice acted by a black person. So... So that's a thing. And her
sorry,
skin tone is slightly
'cause-
darker.
Because Ashley is so against.
Yeah, I know.
aliens.
It's
like she's so. I guess you would call it species.
I guess.
I don't know.
I guess. I don't know.
She's like, I don't like the.
I don't like all these aliens.
What is Garrus doing on my ship?
Garrus
is a badass. Shut your mouth, Ashley.
Anyways, so we get to the mission, and it's like, all right, you need to send the 2 people. Spoiler alert for Mass Effect if you haven't played it. You have one person has to go.
But trust me, play it. If you haven't played it, play it.
Stop
it's
listening.
Amazing.
Go and play it. All right.
Yeah, exactly. Please.
So
join in on the conversation later.
So what I did was I was like, all right, Caden, he's got technical expertise. He's going with the bomb. Ashley, but combat, you're going with the other dudes. Right?
Exactly.
That's logic. All right, we go,
Yes.
and he's like, oh, we're under fire. Someone come save us. I'm like, okay, we'll save him. So we go over, and then they're like, oh no, the bomb's under attack, right? And I'm like, all right, I have a choice. I can go and save like 3 people, or I can go and save the bomb. The obvious option is to go save the bomb. So I go to the bomb, and then and Caden lives, and Ashley dies. And I was like, oh my god, my romance option is dead.
I didn't bang her yet.
I didn't even. Oh my goodness. So.
Because that's the end goal of the
romance. The
end
goal is to
right?
bang
like you
them.
bang the person. That's
right.
It.
So
that's the farthest your romance.
Yeah, romance banging, and then it's over. It's all you need.
Yeah, I feel like Mass Effect they should have like a constant romance option. Like, do you want to hang out in bed with Tally and just watch like some videos? Yes.
This is where the story gets good.
That would
this
be
is where
all
the
right.
story gets amazing. So I beat Mass Effect 1, romancing no one. All right, second game comes along.
Because Ash died. Sorry.
And I was spiteful when Mass Effect 2 came out. So I put through that, and I romanced nobody again. I refused. I was like, dang it, this is the worst day ever. I refused to romance anyone.
None of you can match up to the love that I had for
Ash. Her racism was endearing in a way I can't understand. And then...
Her racism was so endearing.
There's even a... it's great. It was amazing.
Can you be racist with her?
I'm sure you can. Well, you can go Renegade, I'm sure. I was only Paragon.
Yeah, right now, because this is my first time playing through the entire trilogy. I haven't played Mass Effect 3 yet. I've played through 1. I've played through 2 before, and I'm in the middle of 2 right now. I'm doing all the loyalty missions. I think I'm doing Tally's loyalty mission right now. Yeah.
Minor spoilers, I guess, for Mass Effect 3.
Go for it.
So
I don't care. I think I've heard
Caden's
everything.
back in the game. Whoever doesn't die.
You meet him in the second one at the colony, but he doesn't want to hang out.
No, he doesn't want to hang out with you, which hurt me
because you're working for Spoilers Cerberus.
Hurt me hard.
Oh yeah, no, I was angry. I was like, dude, you are such a pussy.
And then in Mass Effect 3 he comes back, or Ashley comes back, depending on who you killed, or romanced, or whatever.
Yeah, I killed Ash.
I'm telling my story. So, it turns out there's a gay romance in the game for Cortez.
Oh.
Right?
Not Caden.
Turns out there's also a gay romance for Caden.
Yes!
So I ended up banging Caden instead. It was great. It was like all my dreams came true in one glorious moment.
And you were a male.
Dude. It was great.
Yes!
And then I played through as a female and romanced Caden again. Did the full romance, like from the beginning to the end. And that one actually was quite rewarding too, because it's like it's all the little things that I picked up on.
Yeah.
Like I'll put a description of it in the thing, but the voice actor Ralph Skbergendergen, can't pronounce his name. I'm sorry. There's a letter you get if you romance Ashley, or if you romance him as a female.
Right.
And you get it if you did it for Ash. You still get the letter from them, but it changes if whatever your relationship was with them. And the voice actor, that's like a Valentine's Day gift or something, read it. Because it's just an email, and he reads it. And I was, oh my god. So instead of reading the email, I listened to it.
This is what I want.
What I've always wanted. These emotions. And then actually, when you get him back on your ship, and in the third one, if you romanced him, there's a hilarious shot where you're like, all right, soldier, get back on the ship. He walks in front of you, and your character goes like that, looks at his butt, Camera goes to his butt, and he just keeps going. It's amazing. It's amazing.
That is spectacular. Alright, first time I played through Mass Effect 2, I romanced Miranda.
Of course.
Because I was like, the woman who does her voice acting and like the woman that they modeled her face after is really good looking. I didn't feel bad about romancing her, but usually I feel really weird about romance in video games. I'm not saying romance doesn't have a place in video games. It just makes me too connected to characters, and I don't want that. So I romanced Miranda my first time through Mass Effect 2 just to see what it was like, and I was like, okay, this is cool. I'm alright with this. And that was the only time I've ever tried to romance someone in a BioWare game, honestly. And now I'm playing through Mass Effect 2, and I'm like, no, ladies, the galaxy is at stake. I can't do the whole romance thing. I'm sorry, too important. And that's kind of what I'm like in real life. Like, if I'm working on something, friends, nope.
Yeah, I think if people play through the Mass Effect games, and they're dudes and they play as a woman, usually, and I'm not saying that all people are 12-year-olds, but I'm saying most are. They always go for the lesbian relationships. Every guy goes for Liara.
I go for Garrus first. If I can romance Garrus,
like
I'm gonna
it's
romance
first game
Garrus.
Liara, then Garrus, or Liara, and then the third game it's whoever you can bang. Liara probably again.
I think Garrus is probably my favorite character in that series because he's so he's like the Batman of the Mass Effect universe.
It depends.
It's just like, no, if there's crime, I gotta kill it.
Depends if you go Paragon or Renegade.
Yeah, I play Paragon, mostly Paragon, and then a little bit, like in Mass Effect 2, I'm doing 1 or 2 Renegade options because they're hilarious. Like at one point, you're recruiting this guy Archangel, who, spoilers, turns out to be Garrus.
Big spoilers for the first 10 minutes of the game.
Whoa! Yeah. And so the lead up to the build up to recruiting Garrus is this guy Archangel who's killing all of these criminals. So you sign up with a group of mercs that's going to go kill Garrus. And your plan is that once you get to Garrus, you'll kill all the mercs and rescue him, and he'll be all grateful and come with you onto the Normandy. So you're talking to a merc who is repairing a combat ship to take down Garrus. And if you take the Renegade option, you can just tase the crap out of him with this power tool. And like, I thought, the Renegade option, you would lightly tase him, because I'm mostly Paragon. I didn't know if it would interact with it, and I was like, okay, he'll just tase him once and like he'll fall to the ground. You tase him to the ground, like all the way down. There's another Renegade option where you can basically slam a guy in the stomach with his own flamethrower and then shoot him and his 2 friends in the face, which was awesome. Like, all of the Renegade options in Mass Effect 2 are amazing. I love them.
I just don't like being a dick. I feel like a dick when I don't do any Renegade options at all. I'm like, this option here is more appropriate when, we'd probably be more safety and secure. You're aliens, it's more appropriate. That's not what I wanted to say at all. That's just racist. You're pulling a real Ashley on me now. Jeez.
Yeah, no, like I usually, all the Paragon conversation options, that's what I take. Like I take all the Paragon conversation options, but the Renegade actions are just too good to pass up. And I take all the Paragon actions too. It's just, I will never pass up a Renegade option, because, like, you get to kill people in awesome ways. Like at one point in Mass Effect 2, you're rescuing this Solarian named Malin for Morden Solus. That's his loyalty mission, and they're on Tuchanka, the Krogan homeworld. Tuchanka, sorry.
It's more Selma Krogan to me.
And these Krogans are laughing at you because you're such a terrible fighter. And I've got Grunt and Garrus in my squad, and I'm looking at them like, we're terrible fighters? Come on, guys. And the Renegade action is you can shoot the gas main under the Krogans that are laughing at you. And I took it, and, the Krogan's still laughing. The human can't hit a simple target, and then it explodes. Yes!
It was pretty rewarding.
Yes, Shepard. Those options are great. I love them. So yes, Mass Effect 1, 9 out of 10. Mass Effect 2, 9 out of 10. I haven't played Mass Effect 3 yet, so I can't give it a score. But they're all great. The graphics are stellar. The music is amazing. The gameplay is superb. And the character development and the choice like directed gameplay is amazing.
Mm-hmm. I agree with all those things. I've already spouted my love
Yes.
for anything BioWare, so I believe.
BioWare,
Get on
Mass
the level.
Effect, yes. Dragon Age, yes. I don't know. I'm not a big Elder Scrolls fan.
BioWare didn't
I don't
do Elder
think
Scrolls. Welcome to my world.
that was Bethesda. Ah!
BioWare's flawless.
I'm sorry. I'm getting my development teams mixed up. No, I am a BioWare fan.
Well,
then.
let's find out. What has BioWare done?
Knights of the Old Republic.
Games. There we go.
Yes.
Mass Effect, Dragon Age 1, 2.
Dragon Age. 2 was a disappointment. Origins was amazing.
Jade Empire.
2 because, yes.
I could forget Jade Empire. I'm looking through. Baldur's Gate. See, they did Baldur's Gate, right? Neverwinter Nights. They did it all. Sonic Chronicles: The Dark Brotherhood. What? Nintendo DS? What is this? What is this?
Sonic Chronicles.
What? The Dark Brotherhood.
When was this made?
2008.
When did they make a Sonic game?
For the Nintendo DS.
MDK2. I have no idea what MDK2 is.
Let's find out.
Shattered
For the
Steel.
Dreamcast.
I think Shattered Steel was pretty good. I remember.
A third person.
I remember Shattered Steel.
What? Shadow? Shattered Steel. What are we talking about?
Shattered Steel was all right.
I see nothing but good things here. I see nothing but flawless video games. With the new Lyceum engine, anything's possible. BioWare,
like, looking at it now, I apologize for confusing BioWare with Bethesda. Most, if not all of these games that I've played were brilliant. Like Baldur's Gate 2, Neverwinter Nights, Knights of the Old Republic. Oh my god. That game was fantastic.
Mass Effect 3 is a thing.
What? Are you gonna diss Knights
No,
of the
I
Old
love
Republic
Knights of the
now?
Republic. There's nothing wrong with that game. It's flawless.
Okay.
I was just reading.
Yeah.
I don't know. People were all angry about the Mass Effect 3 ending. I don't get it.
I haven't played it.
You don't know.
But from what I've heard, the problem that people had with the Mass Effect 3 ending was that character choice didn't really factor into it. It was kind of the same uniform ending.
You're right.
No matter what you did. Is that true?
I think that's interesting. As a choice, as a style,
yes.
And I think I could be wrong. That was BioWare's message. And
yes.
I think that people confused their message for lazy game design. And that message essentially is, it doesn't matter what you've done, everyone has a chance to redeem themselves.
Yeah.
If you go full renegade, you can.
Well, that's.
You can go and.
Yeah, it's like Han Solo. Like Han Solo's a renegade.
Not if George Lucas has his way.
He's the dastardly dude, but
not if George Lucas has his
he's
way.
Amazing.
Because he didn't shoot first.
Well,
and George Lucas has gone on record as saying,
I'm hoping George Lucas
Han Solo is not an evil dude. He's a good guy, which is why I shot second.
No, he's like an anti-hero. Not as much of an anti-hero as like Boba Fett, but he's a renegade. He started off as a drug smuggler.
It's spice. That's what Han Solo did. It's a little different.
Spice in Star Wars. It's drugs. Different. I'm sorry. It's not crack cocaine. It doesn't have that many negative effects, but it's drugs.
It's trade. It's just illegal trade.
It's drugs. Yeah, it's illegal. It's contraband. And he dealt weapons, and he gambled. He wasn't a great guy, but he helped out Luke. He helped out Ben. I mean Obi-Wan. He did good things. George Lucas, I hate him.
I don't hate him. He's done nothing to.
I don't like him.
Except kick him with the crystal skull.
And okay, so one thing that I discovered watching the bonus features of Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith.
Continue.
Yes, I like that movie, but originally, and up until I think they actually started animating it, General Grievous's face actually looked like a spray ball.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be. I thought you were gonna say
George
Lucas' face. I was like, that's amazing. That's flawless.
just like a metal cast
face
of George Lucas's face. Has he had cameos in
He's
the movie?
had cameos
I'm sure
in
been
a
cameos
single
of him
movie
and
I
his
know.
kids.
Hook.
Yeah.
He and Carrie Fisher are the couple that gets floated up in the sky when they fly over. I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious right now.
Hang on. I'm sure I have my DVD of Hook around here somewhere. I gotta watch it again. That's like my childhood movie. I was like, Robin Williams, Dustin Hoffman, Hook.
George Lucas.
Love it.
And Carrie
George
Fisher.
Lucas. Starring George Lucas and Robin Williams and Dustin Hoffman. George
Phil
Lucas
Collins.
is like the premier talent in this movie.
He's the inspector.
Yeah, that's Phil Collins. Yeah, he's the inspector.
Inspector something.
And then Bob Hoskins is Smee. And what I had heard was they wanted Phil Collins to be Smee, but he looked too much like Bob Hoskins, so they just got Bob Hoskins instead.
Boom. Here we go.
Maybe Phil Collins. Maybe the inspector was supposed to be played by Bob Hoskins, but they couldn't get him, so they got Phil Collins because they look so alike.
Very possible.
Yes.
There's your proof right there.
I'm recording. Sorry, someone's talking to me. I'm recording a podcast right now. I will check this out soon. Okay. Do you want to talk about Torchlight? Because I want to talk about Torchlight, but we don't have to.
I'm not saying we. I'm just.
We don't have to. We can talk about other stuff. Have you seen the new Star Trek movie?
The new Star Trek? Yes, I have.
Yes, please enlighten me, because I can't decide whether or not I want to see it. Because I didn't really care for the first movie, and I don't really like Benedict Cumberbatch. But
spoiler alert!
Like I got.
Damn it! Spoiler alert!
Huge spoilers.
He's Khan.
You're not supposed to know that.
You're not supposed to know that.
Huge spoiler alert.
And I do believe the rumors. But because really, he wasn't Ricardo Montalban and wasn't at all Mongolian looking, but you know what? I'm just gonna live with it.
No, he still does it.
So
I'm sure he still does it.
So the things you have to know going into it: Khan is Khan, not from Wrath of Khan, but Space Seed Khan. That's very confusing for anyone who hasn't seen the original series, or only Wrath of Khan. In Wrath of Khan, he's a little crazy.
See, I watched
his Space Seed. He's much more level-headed but crazy. I can't describe it.
Yeah.
So you have to go into it, and you have to go into it knowing, or with the suspension of disbelief, that even though Benedict Cumberbatch is not
Cumberbatch,
amazing. I enjoy it.
What are his fans called? The females, the girls that like him. They're called Cumber.
But I don't know. No, that's just rude. To all our Crumble
you can bleep me on
fans out there.
Yeah, to all the Cumberbatch fans out there, I'm sorry that I don't like him.
He's fine. He's great. He's a great actor.
He's a great actor.
He's a great villain.
Yet. The first movie I saw him in was Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy. I hated that movie, so of course I'm not going to like him that much.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll watch it. I promise.
Next episode,
I'll rent it. I will rent it from Blockbuster. I don't have Netflix.
We'll figure out a way. We'll rent it from Blockbuster. Just go rent it from Blockbuster.
Yeah.
Just go rent it from Blockbuster. Makes life so much easier. So you have to go into it with the suspension of disbelief that Khan is not Mongolian, but is referred to as Khan Sing Sung or whatever.
That's fine. That's easy.
Live with it. Yeah,
I can live with
Benedict
that.
Cumberbatch,
That's easy.
Amazing actor. And it feels less like a Star Trek movie and more like an action movie. Right?
Okay, well, that was kind of the thing that was with the first Star Trek movie, too. Very well done action. Very well done. It's not an original, it's not a Star Trek movie of the original series, which, you know what? Whatever. It's gonna draw a much larger audience than the original series did, which is what J.J. Abrams is trying to do. I can't blame him for that. If it's an entertaining movie and I like it and I like the humor, whatever. You know what? Go wild.
And you of course need to be aware of that when you go into it, because it's just gonna be like that.
Yeah.
And at the end, one could argue the whole movie is almost an homage. Wrath of Khan. Khan's in it, for crying out loud.
Okay.
Jesus Christ, what do you think it was going to be an homage to?
Star Wars!
Yeah. Actually, I thought the final fight scene was very Star Wars, which gave me kind of some hope. No, it's less shiny and lens flary and more gritty. Gritty looking.
Good.
The CGI is gritty looking,
whatever.
which I like.
I'm not a big fan of J.J. Abrams' directing style with the lens flare.
They cut it down 12%, which is significant. It's significant.
Yeah, but you know what? He's still a good director. Like
visually, maybe not, but he's
kind of Spielbergy. He's kind of Lucasy. I don't have a problem with that. Like I could very easily see him doing a rehash of E.T. and me liking it.
Yes, definitely. I could.
Yeah, because he did
Super 6, Super 8.
What was the movie? The Alien movie, Super.
The film.
Super 8. That was all right. That was all right. Yeah, exactly.
The movie tricks you. The movie.
Oh.
In an amazing way.
Is there a twist?
He's Khan. That was the twist. That's the twist. But there's another. There are more. But the twist I'm referring to is at the beginning of the movie. It starts off, and you're like, "Oh, okay," and then it's literally like an episode of Star Trek. You're watching an episode of Star Trek, the original series. It feels like you're watching it, and you're like, "This is the whole movie's gonna be like." I'm so excited, and then it's not. But it gets you. But it gives you like that nostalgia. But it's a little new too. It's a little fresh. It's a little exciting. So it deceives you in a good way. You're like, it sets you up for the movie almost. So overall, I'm gonna say 7.5, 7-ish, which sounds low.
I'm thinking that I'll go see it this weekend.
For me, so it's. So
yeah, I know
my thoughts. Like it's a fun movie. It'll be hard for you to come out of the movie being like that was bad. You'll be like, that was pretty good. And then you'll go on the internet and people will be you'll be like, wow, this was a horrible movie. What have I done with my life?
Well, those are the hardcore Star Trek fans who
any homage to Wrath of Khan is terrible, and they shouldn't have done it.
Yeah, like I'm a fan of the original series. Honestly, I haven't watched Wrath of Khan. I haven't watched the New Generation because like it's just me and my dad, right? We just chill out and watch like the original series, and we talk about it because my dad grew up when that series was being made, and we talk about like one of the interesting things is the writers for Star Trek. All of the writers for the Star Trek original series, they were really popular sci-fi writers at the time. Like they would write books, and then eventually they would write science fiction books, and then they would write Star Trek. And so my dad has tons. I can't count like off the top of my head, but he's got tons of books written by the guys who wrote for Star Trek. That's like amazing to read. I'll see if I can dig up a little research and send it to you later. But it's really good stuff.
That makes.
So that's my experience with Star Trek. That's it.
I think you'll enjoy it. I think you should watch Wrath of Khan because it's a good movie. But other than that,
okay, I will.
Don't watch it before. Or maybe do watch it before. Don't watch it right before. Do not watch it right before.
All right. What is your number one sci-fi movie? Things. Number one.
Phantom Menace.
Come on.
Easy.
All right. Other than Phantom Menace.
Close. No. Okay. I'm done. Okay. Oh, favorite sci-fi movie ever. Oh God. I can just sit down and watch it whenever. My heart wants me to say Star Wars, but that's just not true. I like all of Star Wars. I like it as a single movie. That.
I'm nodding. Yes.
What's my OkCupid profile say? I'm actually wondering what it says because it might actually say it.
Because you haven't been on OkCupid in a while, or
Ottawa. So it's almost a year old, 2 years old.
Does Mikey have a girlfriend?
Mikey doesn't have a girlfriend.
Don't worry, neither do I.
They're a lot of work.
It's not that. I wouldn't say that. It's just
my personal experience recently.
I'm too busy for it. Like I was saying, like with Shepard, it's like no, I'm too busy saving the universe to deal with a girlfriend. That's me right now. I'm too busy saving my grades. to deal with people.
Ooh, Serenity's up there. Okay. Okay.
Oh, and ladies, if the sound of Mike's voice interests you at all, you can find him.
Yeah, you can find me. You find my profile, guys. Send it to me. Giftscast@gmail.com. Right? That's our.
Yeah. Have you?
We should right now. We're opening Giftscast. What mail have we gotten? It's a.
What's the password? Don't type it. Don't type it to me. Don't.
Is it that? You know what? It's gonna be a two-way tie between Serenity.
I think that's what it is.
Serenity.
Yeah. Okay. So all we've got.
Or
Serenity. Okay.
One of the two.
Okay. You know what?
An endearing charm.
Okay, those are good. Those are good.
I can't say everyone should go watch Fifth Element because everyone should not watch Fifth Element. It is not a movie you can just sit down and watch.
No.
But there's something about it. There's like Chris Tucker in that movie.
Yeah.
His charm, his charisma is amazing.
Yeah.
And I will watch it is Chris Tucker, right? I'm not being racist, am I? It was either Chris Tucker or Chris Rock, and I can never remember. I want to say
it was Chris Tucker.
I have this. ChrisTucker.com.
Okay, yeah, no new emails. Nobody loves us, but whatever.
Send us some stuff. Maybe we'll.
That's fine. If we send them some stuff, if we put up this episode, then we'll get some love.
He's in Fifth Element. I'm surprised he doesn't act more.
Yeah. Okay, so we're not racist.
I would guess how many movies he's been in.
Under 30.
He's only been in 14 movies.
Under 15. Wow, half that. Wow.
It's incredible.
Is Chris Tucker is he a popular comedian? Is that how he makes his money?
He's in Rush Hour.
Yeah, I know.
That was his.
Yeah, I know he's in Rush Hour. That's the only thing I remember him from. But he was funny in that. So either he's getting royalties from those movies and he's just surfing that because that's what I would do.
His full buy-in.
Or he doesn't enjoy making movies that much, which I understand. Not that many people enjoy that lifestyle.
He was in 1997. He was in 3 movies, and then he's like, "Oh, I'm tired." Oh no.
Yeah, I get that.
He made 3 movies, and then he made Rush Hour, and then he's like, "You know what? I'm just gonna do Rush Hour 2." He would be paid $25 million when he did his Rush Hour deal.
Do they have his pay?
Just for the Rush Hour 1, 2, and 3, $25 million.
Okay, because I want to know if he ever made any royalties. Tons. That would be interesting to see. Yeah, because he would be trying to do work otherwise.
It's the final line on his biography is Chris Tucker will be known worldwide as an actor, comedian, and a person who brought joy to audiences worldwide. Did his agent write this? Probably, to be honest.
Yeah, or one of his really, really great fans. It's not like they hire someone at IMDb to do the pages. It's just fan base. It's like IMDb is kind of the Wikipedia of movies, right? I probably have a page on IMDb for the 1 or 2 commercials that I've worked on, which is ridiculous.
He's a stand-up comedian.
Oh, by the way, never Google my name. Never, ever, ever Google my name. Do not Google my name. Please, no, never. Yeah. Because they're terrible. I've told you this?
Better find out.
Oh, don't. Especially with
found it!
Don't.
It's too late. Oh my god, he's handsome.
It's not me. Are you sure? It's definitely
he's got
not me.
A ripped bod. Oh, I can see his junk. This is great.
You can see his junk in a lot of stuff. He is, in fact, a gay porn actor.
The size of his manhood. And his rippling back muscles.
It's not that big.
For a normal person. We're not talking about... Not to mention, it kind of looks like he angled the camera down so that he's much smaller than his dog. Yeah. See, we're gonna edit this out later. Well, I think so. Oh, this is naked combat. Oh my god! This is amazing. Everyone.
Wait, is it like Mortal Kombat? Does it set up like a Mortal Kombat fight?
There's a king combat. I can't even. At first, I thought they were
Mortal
fighting.
Kombat. That's gotta be one of my favorite fighting games.
It looks like it's in his dude's butt. but it's not
Well,
quite.
yeah,
It's
that's
like
what
they're
people
actually
do.
wrestling. Their junk is just touching. It's interesting,
Oh,
right?
okay. I hope we edit this out. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen of the audience, never Google
Unless
my
you're
name
18 or older.
and interested in
That's
gay
good
porn.
for you.
Because I run a blog on Tumblr. I don't know, probably a lot of people know this. If you guys want to find my Tumblr blog, it's the-cosmic-ink.tumblr.com. Search it if you want. And it used to be willparks.tumblr.com. And then I searched the name Will Parks on Tumblr, and I changed my blog name.
You are missing out.
And the great part is there's one picture of me, because I tagged my name in the post. There's one picture of me, and then everything above that is the other guy. Oh yeah, he's got a Twitter. Yeah, I know.
No, there's a picture.
Is
That's
there...
Mortal Kombat.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah. It's like he's preparing.
It's exciting. It's a little fun.
Yeah, I'm amazed that you can put this on a Twitter.
Anything is possible on Twitter.
Like I'm amazed on Twitter, not like on the internet. I know you can put that kind of crap on the internet, but Twitter I think it's free reign. Kind of against.
I think when you have XXX in your name, anything's possible.
Yeah, when you have XXX in your name, you can do anything you want. Oh my god.
Are you on dial-up? This is gonna be a problem. Don't pick up the phone, Mom!
Sorry, my phone's ringing. The video starts getting shaky.
Oh right, we were gonna talk about actual video games.
Well, I haven't said my favorite sci-fi movie yet.
Let's hear it.
Right. I am a huge Ridley Scott fan. So for me, it's either Alien or Blade Runner. And I'm not saying it's because they're brilliant, beautiful, majestic, amazing movies, which they are. I think they're great movies in their own rights. But Ridley Scott presents the most believable human sci-fi environment that I can think of. Like Blade Runner, I can see stuff like the environments in Blade Runner. I can see that happening within the next, I don't know, whatever, 30 years.
I'm sure if you go to New York,
when Blade Runner is set. But Alien and Blade Runner, yeah, they're just insanely well designed. Like the art teams. Like I'm an artist. I draw, I photograph, I design. Like that's my job. So when I look at a movie, is their art team up to snuff? Is their art design, technical and knowledgeable and stuff that I understand? Yes. So Blade Runner and Alien, yes. I think those are my favorite sci-fi movies because they're the most believable
Blade
sci-fi
Runner's up
movies.
there. Blade Runner might have been my third answer.
Blade Runner is up there. Rutger Hauer as the main replicant is brilliant. He's terrifying. He terrifying, and that's one of my favorite lines ever. Is I've seen things you people wouldn't believe. That's one of my favorite lines. Is all those moments will be lost like tears in the rain. I can't remember the whole speech.
Something about Z beams off the coast of something. Anyways, doesn't.
Yes. You know what?
No, you don't monologue it. You'll ruin the audience. Will hate us. We'll put it at the beginning. Yeah.
What was moments will be lost in time.
While you do that, I will talk about what I've been playing recently. Dearest fans, I've been playing a lot of Pokemon. I've been playing a lot of Pokemon.
Yeah, of course. What's the newest one? The newest Pokemon game.
And Black and White 2. And X and Y are coming out in the fall.
And
I've been playing White 2, because I'm racist. White 2.
Okay. And
incredible.
What do you think?
I think it's a good some good changes. The last game I played all the way through was Sapphire, from Ruby and Sapphire, that generation. So I think
is there an Emerald?
Yeah, same
is
generation.
There a Pokemon Emerald? That's the last one I played.
So that was the last experience I had with it. And I'm really enjoying getting back into it. And I wanted to pick up Heart Gold and Soul Silver, or Soul Silver, Heart Gold or Soul Silver. Yeah. But didn't have it at the EB Games. I went to GameStop, whatever it was these days.
Yeah.
So I might have to download it. Which.
Yeah. That's acceptable. Do you emulate it on your PC at all? Because that's what I find I do. I don't have a DS or a DSi.
I just got it.
Excellent.
It was a
yeah. Is that
the
the
3DS?
3DS?
Because I'm a big boy.
Ooh, very nice.
not deserve thanks.
A friend of mine, Taylor Kim, if you're listening to this, I love you, buddy. A friend of mine is getting a 3DS like today from our local game store called Game Mania. If there are any Torontoites listening to this podcast, Game Mania is at Keel and Bloor. It's a wonderful game shop with very great prices. I highly recommend that you go there. It's
I would
better
go
than
there.
Games
It sounds
or
like a nice
GameStop.
place. Seem like nice guys.
Yeah. Don't mention my name. Don't think that like you're gonna get an in with these
I'm not
guys by
going.
saying my
But
name.
I'm not going.
They're not.
I'm not going.
They're not my friends. They're not going. They're not my friends. I just like them. You know, I talk with them in the shop every once in a while. The video game store that I like, that I personally love, is in Kensington Market in Toronto. It's called Iceman Video Games, and I have applied to get a job there millions of times. I love it there. That is the best video game store I can find in Toronto.
There's a video game store named after the pilot who won Top Gun in Top Gun? That's what you're telling me right now?
No.
Iceman
I
won
guess
Top
so.
Gun. He's the real Top Gun.
Have we ever talked
We have.
comics on the podcast?
Mildly.
We have.
What do you want to talk about?
Well, I've been reading a lot of comics recently, and I can name a lot of the off the top of my head. And if you've read any of them, we can discuss them. One of my least favorite comic book artists, but my favorite comic book writer, Frank Miller, who's done Sin City, and recently what I read was
Wait, is
Dark
that the
Knight
one
Returns,
where he builds the super suit?
which. No, The Dark Knight Returns is set slightly in the future.
Yeah.
It's an older Bruce Wayne. It's after he's hung up the Batman
Builds a
mantle.
super suit to fight crime.
And there's a group of sort of terrorists around the city that are called the Mutants. And at first I was like, man, is this an X-Men gag? Like, if this is an X-Men gag, this is really like in poor taste.
This was written a few years ago.
Turned out to be a decent comic.
Like a couple,
It was
like
a fairly
90s
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah, it's not new.
Yeah.
It's certainly not new. I didn't really care for the art in it. I'm not a fan of Frank Miller's artwork. I'm a fan of his writing and his writing style. Like Sin City is brilliant.
This is the Batman that has the girl Robin, right?
Yes, she's great.
Okay,
She's
I know this.
Brilliant.
That
was a great
I know
move.
what we're talking about now.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's get deeper.
Yeah. I think the audience should read it. I just think that there should have been, like, Frank Miller should have messed with it more. Like, sure, the female Robin is a big move, and the way he handles the Joker and Two-Face is pretty great. And if you've read that comic, spoilers, Batman kills the Joker at the end, and it's very grim. And for me, it's the definitive moment where the Joker dies in comics, because everyone's read millions of Batman comics, and sure, like, Batman and the Joker and Robin and Nightwing and whatever, they all die hundreds of times because that's comics for you. Like, there's so many alternate universes where characters live and die. But when Batman kills the Joker in The Dark Knight Returns, that's the definitive Joker dies moment for me. Have you read any of the Injustice series, the Injustice Gods Among Us? Because there was a game made by the team that made Mortal Kombat, Injustice Gods Among Us, and then they made a comic book series. Dude, okay. How Superman kills the Joker? Oh my god, have you seen it?
Does he freeze him then laser him?
No! Alright, listen. So, Superman, with his expert sense of hearing, since he's Superman.
This guy dying, just before we go.
Yes. This is huge spoilers. This is gigantic comic book spoilers. I mean, it's comics, so like everything happens, you can sort of expect everything, but this is huge spoilers for the Injustice run. Superman, with his elite hearing, learns that Lois Lane is pregnant with his child.
The Joker's child or his child?
Amazing.
Okay.
No, with Superman's child. Superman thinks that Lois Lane is pregnant with Superman's son, which, I mean, that is a loving moment, right? Because Superman, his entire existence has been, he's the only Kryptonian.
So he's going to have a
So the fact that he's going to have a son who's even half Kryptonian, who's going to have half the superpowers that Superman has,
and
he's
Lex
going to
Luthor's
love that child so much.
But he's scared of... Oh, wait a minute. That was a movie, wasn't it?
Oh, my phone's ringing again. I'm going to kill my phone.
Okay, anyways. Continue.
But...
I'll stop bashing your dreams.
Sorry. So, Lois Lane gets a really big interview job that she's going to go check out, so she goes to take this interview. Turns out it's the Joker. The Joker kidnaps her. Yes. Superman comes to rescue Lois Lane. He finds Joker operating on one of the villains from the DC universe. I can't remember which one. It might be Solomon Grundy.
All right, continue.
I'm not sure. I can't remember. So Superman sees him, says, "Oh my God!" grabs Solomon Grundy, who has a bomb attached to him or something. Like the Joker is operating on him and trying to get this bomb into his stomach. So he grabs him and just flies him into space. And then Batman shows up and Batman beats the snot out of the Joker, and the Joker's just laughing. Like, the Joker's gone insane. He has created the perfect plot to ruin the DC universe. And what he did was lace Scarecrow's fear serum with kryptonite so that it would affect Superman. So then we cut back to Superman, and Superman is flying through space with Solomon Grundy. He's punching Solomon Grundy. It's a huge moment. And then he snaps out of the Scarecrow fear haze, and it's Lois Lane. And he's beat the crap out of his love, Lois Lane, and Lois Lane is dead and in space. And Superman can't believe that he's done this, that the Joker tricked him into doing this. So I swear to God, if my phone goes off one more time, I'm sorry, I have to answer the phone.
What if I'll just do it to the audience because it'll hurt your feelings. What if they just put Lois Lane back on Earth and then he went around it? Would she come back to life? He rotated the Earth? I'm pretty sure that's how it works.
I don't think that's... Well, because that's how he rewinds time, right?
Okay, go back to Earth. I'm so confused. Time travel in the Superman universe is just confusing, guys. Don't get into it.
Alright, I'm just gonna wait now for my phone to ring again. Okay, so Superman's killed Lois Lane. That's a huge moment. He's killed his love, he's killed his son. Like, big deal, right? So Batman, realizing what the Joker has done by giving Superman the fear serum, takes the Joker to a prison. I don't know if it's Arkham or not. They don't really mention that, or it's not very specific, but he's in prison, and Batman is interrogating him. Superman punches through the wall of the prison, like straight through. I mean, you can't really expect anything else, right? Because it's Superman. Superman grabs the Joker, punches through his chest, like rips his heart out of the Joker's chest. And the Joker, his ribs are like out here, and he's just like, funk. Dead. End scene. And so then Superman decides that he's going to take the Justice League and he's going to rule the world so that there's no conflict ever again. And that's the setup for Injustice.
Okay. That's good. I like that.
Okay.
I'd watch that.
It's brilliant. I like it. The only problem I have with Injustice is sometimes the art really doesn't work. Like, the first couple issues, they had really great artists. And I think right around maybe the 16th or 17th issue, the art really started to falter. Let me just... Injustice, Gods Among Us, Catwoman, art. I know I'm gonna find the comic book panel. There's like a couple panels from the comic that are just ridiculous.
Have you found them yet? All right, you look. I'll talk more about Pokemon. So I've been playing Pokemon.
Go for it.
I'm really enjoying it. I haven't beat the story of White 2 yet, although I just caught one of the legendary Pokemon. Not the main one. He's the one... I like it because apparently they're based off of Athos. Not Athos. The Three Musketeers and D'Artagnan. Are some of them.
Right.
Not the main ones.
Right.
Like the
Here's an image of the big moment.
The big...
Sorry, keep going.
X and Y. Black... The two dragon. It's not the two dragon ones, but the minor. I call it the minor legendaries. The Moltres and Articuno and Zapdos of this generation are based off the Three Musketeers.
Yes.
And you got like one who's good at defense, one who's good at special defense, and one who's good at attack, and then D'Artagnan who's good at everything.
Yeah.
So I just caught the one that's based off of Athos, the leader, and he's cool, and he's in my party, and he's pretty decent.
Yeah.
And I've replaced my my crocodile, my rock crocodile, with him, who was terrible. I never played with him. And I had to replace my Unpheasant, which was a bird type Pokemon I had. I liked it because it was a pun. And I replaced it with Bravery, also known as America the Pokemon.
Right.
I'll put it in the description for you. Yeah,
America the Pokemon.
I named it Reagan, after everyone's famous Ronald
excellent.
Reagan.
Yeah.
Because I really felt a connection to this bird.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
anyways, I'm getting into it, and I'm thinking of making a competitive team just for fun and just playing people on the line.
Yeah.
But who knows? I'm not.
Yeah.
But I've also been playing.
I'm mad that I can't find this artwork now.
The Pokemon MMO. I'm not sure if you've played it. You should. It's great.
Right. I probably.
MMO. It's
Pokemon MMO?
MMO.
Yeah. So is that created by the company that makes Pokemon? Like, is that a Nintendo game or is that a modded? Send it to me. That sounds great. I'll check that out.
They're messing around with it a little bit. Oh, maybe it's on EU. It might be done EU.
Yeah.
It'll switch. It'll switch.
Yeah.
So you can it's fun. It's lots of fun. So I'm playing that, and that I'm trying to make a competitive team. But I've also I have
that's a good idea.
A weird thing with Pokemon, because I played Silver, and that was my favorite one. And you always got an Eevee, and then you could evolve the Eevee and so on and so forth. And I would always get the Eevee, and then I would try to get into an Umbreon, those who don't know, is the dark type, who looks really cool. But for some reason, my in-game clock was set off when I first played Silver, so it was nighttime, and I'm like, I'm gonna make him real happy. Yeah. And then he evolved, and he became Espeon, the psychic type Pokemon. And I was like, this is the worst day ever. Right. And I actually started using him. He became the strongest Pokemon on my team.
This is in fact my worst
Pokemon
day
on my team. And from now, and I've always just gone with Espeon now. So I've got an Espeon on my party in both games. And in Pokemon MMO, it's just like playing through Red and Gold. I mean, Red and Silver, Red and Blue. Yeah. Wow. But our Leaf Green, Fire Red and Leaf Green, is the one they're using. So you play through the main Kanto story. And you get the one Eevee, and I got Espeon. And there's no breeding yet, which is sad, so I can't breed my Espeon into more Espeons. But there is the games corner, and they've put a new few prizes in there, because it's an MMO. So you can get Eevees now.
I know there was a Reddit thread on this. God.
You can get Eevees now from not the marketplace, the games corner. So you have to gamble until you make 9,999
Oh, awesome.
points.
Okay. Yeah.
So I spent about a week.
Oh, Lord.
Getting it 5 times. So I could have all of the evolutions.
Yep.
And how I have all the evolutions. I'm like one of 8 players in the entire game that have all the evolutions. Except, actually, I don't have Eevee. I don't have just an Eevee. Just sad, but I'll work on it. But those who want to play with me on Pokemon White 2, they want to do some trades, hook me, just let me know. Email us at giftscast.com or gift. Oh my goodness, if you play Pokemon MMO,
email us at giftscast@gmail.com.
Gmail.com.
That. All right. Here, this is one of the pictures of Batman from Injustice, which is terrible. That's beautiful. One of the pieces of art that's in it.
It's amazing.
Look at it. Gaze upon it. Here's another one. That artist in particular was that issue was terrible, just because of her. Let me see if I can find more.
Can she just not draw eyes?
Yeah, look at all this Rule 34.
Does she just have an issue with eyes?
Huh? Yeah, the first time they introduced Catwoman's eyes are crossed or something. It's ridiculous. It's like the art is good until Catwoman crosses her eyes, and then the artwork is terrible. Oh yeah, here we go. I got it. That image of Catwoman.
I'm excited. Oh my goodness. Blow out. Oh my god. Amazing. Amazing.
How awful is that?
My goodness. It's beautiful.
It's too great to hate. Seriously, it's too great. I feel like these could be memes.
Lol, I'm Catwoman.
Okay. I have to go to the washroom. I will be right back.
So, yeah, Pokemon MMO.
Okay.
I'm going to
talk about Pokemon MMO if you like.
Was in the restroom. Everyone should play it. And if you want some help starting out, I have about 1,000 magnetons in my party because to get items like magnets and stuff, you have to catch them on Pokemon. So I caught about 1,000 of them before I realized you could use Thief, which I gave to my Furret named Cyrano. So if you guys want a Furret, I can not give you Cyrano. I can get you another Centred or something, just to be for you because I care. What else can I do for you? I can do lots of things. We can have some fun. We can talk. We'll exclusively play Giftscast. Giftscast with Michael. Play with me. You'll never go hungry again. It's also got some great things for competitive play because you can see your EVs and you can't see your IVs yet. I don't know why, but they'll implement that eventually. I don't know why they don't have your IVs. They really should. For those that don't know, competitively Pokemon speaking, every Pokemon can have natures and they can have IVs and they can have EVs. IVs are I'm not sure the word is inherent values, but it's the set amount of health, damage, health attack, special attack, defense, special defense, and speed that all your Pokemon have. And in this, it varies. And it can go up to like a plus 31 or something. So the idea is, competitively speaking, to get a Pokemon that you want, like a Charizard, having high special attack and high speed, so you can be a sweeper. And you gotta breed. Usually have to breed it or catch it with those high stats. You can't artificially enhance them. So you can't see that yet on the game. But if you really want to figure it out and be competitive, you can go to like sarahb.net and figure that stuff out. And Will's back, so my Pokemon stuff will continue.
I'm back.
And for those that don't know competitively,
don't worry, go for it.
They're EVs, which are effort values. And effort values can be obtained by fighting other Pokemon. Like if you fight a Charizard, you're going to get a +3 to your special attack EVs. And you can have up to 252 IVs in a single stat. And every 4 EVs it goes up, it boosts that stat by 1, I think, approximately. Don't take my word for it. And so the idea is, you put 255 in attack or special attack and speed, and now he outspeeds like a Rattata or like a Raticate that even has a speed boost because you've trained him so that he can attack before, and then with his boosted special attack he does X amount more damage, which will cause that Raticate to die before it can attack you. And then they switch in like a Blissey or something, so now you have to deal with that special tank that's there in front of you. It's a very interesting system, and I think it's something I want to get into. But in PokeMMO, lucky eggs, which boost your experience gain, are very rare. So most competitive games are played at level 50. So you can't have Dragonites or Salamances or anything like that, because they require level 55 to evolve. So it's interesting. It changes the metagame a little bit. It's fun. I enjoy my time. I love it.
You're really into it too. Yeah. One game that I've played a fair amount of that I'm still terrible at is Dota 2. That game, like I watch my friends play it and they're talented at it, and it's like watching wizards perform alchemy. Like they know so much about the items in the shop, they know all the strategies, they know where to go on the map. Like they're decently good at every hero, which is something that's impossible to me. Like I choose one hero and I get really good at them, and I go, okay, next hero, get really good at them. Okay, next hero, get really good at them. But I've got maybe 5 of those total that I'm good at.
It's like LOL, right? I've played some LOL.
Yeah, it's like League of Legends with a different art style. Like League of Legends is based off the original Dota, which was a Warcraft 3 mod, which I used to play a lot, which is actually super fun. It's not as difficult as Dota 2, which makes it a lot more fun. Plus, there's like hundreds of different mods of Dota 1 that are amazing. Like, there's a Lord of the Rings mod for Dota 1. There's like a Bleach mod for Dota 1 that you can play in Warcraft 3, because it's really easy to just load up the server because it's an old game.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the People that are good at everything are just freaks of nature. Because I will never be good at Pokemon. I'll be bearable. Just like in League of Legends, I will be bearable as some heroes. That's about it. That's about as good as you're going to get from me.
Yeah.
I will not make you want to kill yourself.
Yeah, exactly. It's with me and competitive, like, first-person shooters. I occasionally have, like, a wonderful moment of brilliance, but other than that, I'm like, lovingly average. Like, I've got a friend that I play Battlefield 3 with named Kevin. Kevin, if you're listening to this, you're a great guy. And he is my sniper support. So he provides Overwatch for me, and I go in and I take objectives, or I grab motorbikes or whatever. And that's how we work. I play as an assault, so I can revive him and provide health, and he plays as a sniper. And usually that works pretty well in Battlefield, because I get basically like a radar from him, and he can pick off enemies for me if I need to reload or something. If I'm playing by myself, I'm terrible. I'm abysmal at that game. It's like, what's that? The bullets go at people?
What I do in most games is I'm actually bearably average with everything in the game. Right? That includes the bad weapons. Like the weapons nobody wants to use because they're atrocious. So what I do is I use the bad weapons. And I'm just bearably average. Like, I'm just, okay, I don't hate him. And you're like, oh, he's using that gun. Wow, now he's really good at the game. No, I'm just average with that weapon. Therefore, improving my own skill. It makes me feel good about myself. Like in, what's that game? Right here? No.
Battlefield 3?
Call of Duty. Like in Call of Duty. Yes.
Yes, those games.
Talked about those ones.
We've talked about those ones.
I will just use the terrible weapons. I will never use the FAMAS in Black Ops. I'll use, like, the pistol. I will go around. I don't use the CZ-77 or whatever, the good one. I use the M1911. And that's what I use. Because I'm a hero.
Well, yeah, because that's... Well, I've told you about my record is in COD 4, right? Yeah, I was brilliant with the COD 45. Yeah. Have you played any of the new one, Black Ops 2?
That was enough for me.
And?
It was...
That was enough for me.
I don't like how it was new. I don't like that.
Passable?
But I did like... I don't
wait.
I didn't
like how it was new?
The future terrifies me.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait, you mean you don't?
The innovation is brilliant.
Innovated?
I think
that's
it's
my main
the only thing
complaint
they
for
need
the series.
to do, and they're so close to being a half decent game, campaign-wise.
Well, have you heard that? Have you seen the Xbox One premiere?
That goddamn dog.
They had moving fish. The dog could work. The dog could be all right.
The thing is bred to die.
Yeah.
It's one of those freaking Russian
bred for death. We ride together,
Russian
we die together, we look
dogs.
at cool rocks together.
It's one of those.
Yeah. I think it could work well as like kind of like Elizabeth in BioShock if the dog picks up ammo for you.
It's got opposable thumbs now? What is this?
No, like if it just grabs a rifle like in its jaw and brings it to you.
For a second there, I thought you said he was gonna fire it, and I was like, "Are you crazy?" Yeah, why not?
It just hops on the minigun and starts blasting away at the commies.
You want to talk about? You want to do?
No, it's like hopefully the dog isn't just in the trailer, so you can strap a bomb.
No, it's gonna like
to it
jump
and,
in front of you and take a bullet,
like every other dog in Call of Duty. Yeah, hopefully he will be a faithful companion, kind of like Elizabeth in BioShock.
Wait, let's.
I would talk about BioShock.
We're running like an hour 20, so let's. So we.
Yeah. So let's do a quick, brief little BioShock, and then we'll end the episode.
Between BioShock or Xbox One / PlayStation 4.
Let's. I'm kind of bored of BioShock. I've talked about it a lot. Let's talk about PS4 and Xbox One.
Yes,
we'll talk about BioShock Infinite next episode. And trust me, folks, we will have another episode.
We're writing this down. I'm writing this down on my schedule.
Yes.
I poured it on the weekend or something.
I promise.
Okay.
I've got a sticky note right here.
We did that last time and we didn't do it. Anyways.
Yeah.
This is like next week, right?
6 months.
We were blackout drunk for 6 months.
Yeah.
So, Yeah.
I've been in a coma. I had to piece together my life like a memento.
So Xbox One. Why? Not why. Like, I know why. They're trying to appeal to the mass audience. But why throw...
Like, a lot of their demo for the premiere of the Xbox One was talking about Netflix and TV and how they could switch from TV to Netflix seamlessly. And you know what? Cool, groovy, whatever. And I know that at E3 they're going to talk more about games. That.
I did not expect them to throw gamers under the bus like that. They didn't even, they were like, oh, look, we got Call of Duty, which isn't... I don't even consider Call of Duty a game anymore. I consider that just... It's an esport. It's a culture.
It's like an esport.
Now.
Yeah.
They didn't... Yeah. They didn't even, They weren't like, all right, this system, or
Gears of War, or Halo, or Destiny, or
the Halo TV show. They're making it. Dreams reality. Steven Spielberg. I know.
I don't care.
Obviously, as his character. What was his name? Yeah, that I played all the time.
And in ODST.
Butch.
Yeah. Oh, this is the hat, by the way. This is the hat I got.
It doesn't look great.
It doesn't look great. It looks alright. It looks okay.
They weren't like, hey guys, we're glad that you as the audience could hear this, and guess what? More video games are coming at E3. They didn't even say that. They were like, oh, we got TV and Call of Duty. That's all you need to know.
Yeah. I'm sure they're going to do more at E3. That's their big schlock.
Bring down the judge hammer.
I'm hoping for. Yeah, I'm not judging them at the premiere. I'm like, okay, they've got new hardware. It's got the hardware is pretty good. They've got a Blu-ray drive, which is what I wanted out of the Xbox 360. So yes, Blu-ray, awesome, bigger games, cool, great. And I can't really judge it past that. That's it. Like the whole game and internet thing going on at the same screen. On PC, cool, whatever. All right. The new controller looks very nice. I'm looking forward to holding the new controller.
It's channeling awesome. The Duke a little bit, and I like the Duke, so that'll be nice.
What do you think the starting price point for the Xbox?
It's gonna be outrageous. It's gonna be like $500.
I remember. Okay, in Canada, when the PlayStation 3 came out, it was like $700.
It was, and I know someone who bought 3 of them, and they made a video on
maybe more. Yeah.
Yeah, because they were just massive dick.
Money. Because I remember, I'm pretty sure the PlayStation 3 came out in either 2005 or 2007. I can't remember which one.
That's my guess.
2006. There you go. But it was on my birthday. It was November 17th, 2006. That's how I remember it, is it came out on my birthday. And I wanted a PlayStation 3. I didn't really know what I was getting into, but I wanted a PlayStation 3. So my dad went to the store, and he came back, and on my birthday, he said, hey, I got it for you. Like, it was surprisingly cheap. It was only like $150. And I go... He got me like an N64. He got me like a GameCube. But he got me a PlayStation 2. Like, he thought it was a PlayStation 3, but he got me a PlayStation 2, which honestly I've got no problem with, because that system was great. There's a lot of amazing titles on it. And, there's some titles on the PlayStation 2 that if you haven't played, you should have played.
Persona 1, 2, and 3.
Shadow of the Colossus.
Persona 3 and 4. I don't even remember.
The Persona games are great, yeah.
So,
my dad's one.
The price point was quite high. And that's just the thing. That was... All right?
Yeah. But it came down.
Something like that.
Like, now it's what, $250?
It's affordable.
That's affordable.
You're getting. It is an investment. The thing it's going to happen. The Xbox, guess what its price is going to be? It's going to be $100. And it's going to have that reoccurring payment thing where you get Xbox Live for $20 a month. And then you have to have that contract for like 5 years. So they end up making like $300 more on you. Yeah,
that sounds ridiculous. I'm not going to do that. No. I recently disconnected my Xbox Live. Like, I don't have a gold account anymore. I don't pay for the multiplayer because I don't need it anymore. I don't play Call of Duty anymore. I'm not interested in Gears of War multiplayer. Exactly. I'm not really interested in any multiplayer at all. The only reason I have my Xbox connected to the internet anymore is so that I can get updates for my games, which is a good thing. Yeah. What I have noticed from the time I got my Xbox, which I think was 2 years after launch to now, is I don't really play my Xbox anymore. Like, all of my Xbox games, if I could have them on my PC, great, good. Like, the only thing I play on my Xbox anymore is
Mass Effect is what I
the
play.
exclusives. Yeah. So that's why I'm kind of excited for the new hardware, because it's gonna create new exclusive titles. It's gonna usher in like a new era of consoles. Hopefully that pushes PC gaming even further, because now I'm
pretty much
a dedicated PC player. That's me right now. My PC isn't that great, but like, there are a lot of great games that I can play, like Torchlight and Mass Effect. Like, I'm playing Mass Effect on my PC.
So
yeah.
You know, I think what PlayStation's going to have to do to remain competitive, is they're going to do that pricing model as well. Mm-hmm. They're going to have to. They're both of them are going to have to buy it for £300 or whatever.
Yeah, they're going to have to mimic each other's business model until they're like driving the price point down. Yeah.
That Microsoft is going first at E3? I don't know. We can talk post E3. That's like next week, right?
Totally. I will totally do E3 coverage with you.
Again. Oh my goodness. All right.
I'm fine with that. Great. Well, we'll talk about other stuff too, but entertainment in general.
So I think E3 will be very interesting, because I think, I could be wrong, Microsoft's first and Sony's second. So if Microsoft goes up and they're like, "Hey, look at our price point," the writers who is please
let Microsoft say, "Hey,
they're gonna be like, look at our games. We got some games, but here's our price. And guess what? We got some TV." They're gonna mention games a little bit more. I think they're gonna have like 2 or 3 games. Like, you want 5?
I want 5.
I'm not gonna put more than 3. I don't expect
5 games. Or other teams like Ubisoft.
Bungie.
And
Guess where Bungie is?
Bethesda,
Sony.
BioWare, whatever.
Bungie's at Sony.
Yeah, just have them talk.
No, but they're gonna be at Sony's
they work
E3.
for everyone now.
Press event. Yeah. Microsoft has lost Bungie. It's all over video game wise.
No, I don't mean
like
Microsoft lost Bungie. That happened
now
done
the full Reach, conversion.
They've gone to
not anymore, because now the Xbox is black.
Not really the dark side.
What if they do
on the other team.
Inverse of the colors? You know how the Xbox is white and the PlayStation 3 is the
PS4 will be white and the Xbox One will be black, because the Xbox One is black now. It looks It basically looks like a DVD player. It doesn't.
So I think
it doesn't look individual.
I think the real what it'll come down to in the end is price point. That's all that matters.
Yep.
Yeah, they're both pretty much the same thing. Drives. And it's all about advertising.
Yeah, except for the controller and the business model. That's it. Yeah, because we know Xbox is going to charge for Xbox Live, because that's what they do.
And the problem, and PlayStation 3 is probably, or PlayStation Xbox. Network is probably going to have like the new upgraded thing. They have PlayStation Plus now, but I think what they're going to do is I think it's going to be cheaper still, but I think you still might need it to do like certain things online. Like, I think anyone can do Gaikai or any of that streaming stuff without a PS Plus account. But or the other way around. So you'll be able to play online, but you won't Gaikai or whatever, something like that.
I'm very interested in some of the games that are like Naughty Dog. What Naughty Dog is going to do with the PS4, I'm very excited for that. I am very excited for The Last of Us. I don't have a PlayStation 3, but I want one, and I want Last of Us, because from what I've heard, it is like one magazine article that I found said it is the Citizen Kane moment of video games.
Those are some big words, considering I watched.
That is a bold claim. That is a bold claim.
References.
Yeah.
It's a big deal.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
We're gonna wrap it up. I think we're gonna wrap it up because I need to go to work.
Okay. All right.
I walk to work, surprisingly enough.
Yes, you gotta go to work.
So it takes me 35 minutes.
Yep. I gotta keep cleaning my house. Because I'm cleaning my room right now, and we will talk. I think our next episode will be E3.
I don't know when E3 is. Is it next week or this week?
Yeah. I was reading an article. I think it's 11th to 13th. Not IGN. There we go. Because IGN had the schedule. Road to E3.
Well, how about this?
I think it's 11th to 13th.
Yes, I'll get the audio. I'll edit it.
So,
and then if I edit this
I'll upload
in an appropriate amount of time, because I do have a day off tomorrow, so I'll be able to edit it tomorrow. If I do it before the weekend, we record one on the weekend, and if not, then we'll just wait till after E3. Sounds like a plan.
Excellent. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for listening to Giftscast Episode 6, Return of the Geeks. We enjoyed having you. We enjoyed talking to you. If you have opinions or arguments that must be voiced, or do you want us to talk about a topic in particular, Michael and I, and my impersonation of Garnet, film photography, email us at giftscast@gmail.com, or comment on our YouTube channel, or find us on Facebook, Tumblr, or Twitter. I don't have a Twitter anymore because of that other guy. I deleted my Twitter. But send us a message. We want to hear your voices. We want to start a conversation with you guys. And we will see you at E3.
That's not accurate at all. I don't think either of us are going.
You won't see us there. We'll talk to you about E3.
Things will happen. Dreams will happen. We'll make them happen.
Yeah, or our thoughts. Yeah, for sure.
I will
all right.